You know what doesn't make sense?
Uh-oh, here we go.
What doesn't make sense? Now, okay, so there's been all these perspectives going on about 2020. All these...
candidate rankings?
Yeah, candidate rankings. These visionaries, okay? People that are seeing into the future. Who's the strongest candidate? Who's the weakest candidate?
Who's the most viable?
Who's the most viable?
Who do the people like?
Exactly. Now, this is based on nothing.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, but what? I was like, where are you going with this?
It's based on nothing, but they still do it anyway. I guess it makes for good entertainment. So on CNN, and this was last week on Thursday, I believe, there were the 2020 Democratic presidential rankings, and it was analysis done by Chris Cillizza and Harry Enton. So these were the rankings that they came up with. Number 1, Kamala Harris, which... Look, I wouldn't, you know, with Bernie Sanders in the race now, he wasn't in the race in, last week, but he is on the list. He is on the list. So this is assuming that he does get involved. So that's why I would say, Kamala Harris being number 1, I call total bullshit. But maybe she should be number 2. I'll give you that maybe she should be number 2. Bernie Sanders is all the way at number 6, below Cory Booker. Below Cory Booker. Cory Booker, who in a poll done recently, his own state does not believe that he will be a good president. But he's a better candidate. He's more viable than the man who ran in 2016 and won more than 20 states.
All right. I'm not going to be too harsh because I wouldn't expect anything sensible coming from CNN politics. So I'll approach it from this standpoint. Like, who can they narrowly sell as more viable than Bernie Sanders? Just from, like, the superficial, angle. Just looking at it from the most remote vantage point and with blurry vision, like, they can sell Elizabeth Warren.
They could.
They could sell Warren as a
could.
more viable candidate than Sanders.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of people on the moderate left that wanted her to run in 2016. She at least has some sort of history of citizen protectionism as it pertains to like challenging the banking industry.
Correct.
So
she's number 4 on the list.
I'll give them that. I'll give them
on
that.
The list.
They can even narrowly sell Beto. Because they can narrowly. I'm just saying narrowly.
Over?
I'm saying looking at it with blurry vision and looking at it from a remote vantage point of the CNN politics mind. You know what I'm saying? So they could, I could see them selling Beto. I mean, he's, I guess, a less melanated Obama clone.
Okay.
He gained a lot of fame.
Yeah.
After running against Cruz.
Yeah, he did. He did.
For governor of Texas.
He did.
So I mean, I'm just saying, superficially, I could see them trying to sell Beto. I can narrowly see them trying to sell Biden too, because he is connected to.
What, Obama?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Again, this is the last Democratic VP.
Exactly. This is all superficial.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of people out there who have a desire to go back to some sort of norm. So I can see them picking Biden. Harris, like we said, is understandable.
That's very understandable.
That's very understandable.
Coming from CNN too.
Coming from
very
CNN. She had a town hall already. She's already had a town hall. She's been on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Yeah.
She received major endorsements recently.
Yes, she has.
With the governor of California, Gavin Newsom.
Mm-hmm. And Representative Barbara Lee.
Barbara Lee. Mm-hmm. She inhaled that Aunt Mary.
She sure did.
She inhaled that Aunt Mary.
Well, maybe. She said she did, but then she said she did it in college listening to Tupac when they weren't out when she was in college. So there's some question there.
But she does put hot sauce on her greens, though.
Yeah, she does.
But anyway, again,
that's another subject.
That is another subject. But Cory Booker?
Cory
Bookmeister.
Book.
Cory Bookmeister.
The Bookman.
No one has ever looked at Cory Booker and thought, yo, your boy is just dripping with swag sauce. Nobody has ever looked at Cory and thought that. And like you said, he's not even popular in his own state. He went on the Breakfast Club and bombed. And that's supposed to be a very easy forum to tackle. That's a light forum because their primary objective as far as I guess the angle of that radio station is not politics.
No, it's like to get to know you.
It's to get to know you. And
Yeah,
if you look at the reception he received, it was bad. So, like, for CNN to put Cory Booker ahead of Bernie Sanders,
you have doing too much.
You have to be doing the absolute most. You see what I'm saying?
Like, you gotta be.
Like,
see, I can't see me. I can't get with the beta one. Like, I know they're trying to push him, but see, this is way more like a push. I know that the establishment, I know that corporate media are really trying to sell this idea that Beto O'Rourke is viable and he's a great candidate. He's the next best thing. He's the, like you said, the less melanated Barack Obama. But again, we were supportive of Beto O'Rourke when he went up against Ted Cruz because it's Ted Cruz.
I know.
You understand? It's Ted Cruz. But he lost, okay? He lost. I mean, it was a close race, but he lost, okay? Now, I get that he's very popular in his own state. He just held a rally in El Paso, which, again, is in his own state of Texas. Nationally, I figured that he does have some fame, especially when that video went viral about him talking about the kneeling and Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So I get that he does have some national clout, but he ain't got that much. Or he ain't got that much to put him number 3. Oh, come on, man. You're doing way too much. Sorry, you're doing way too much.
I think you mentioned this when we talked about Bernie Sanders, but he's been the most popular politician since 2016, according to multiple polls. So have any of these people, especially Booker and especially Beto, have they done enough since then to upstage Bernie Sanders? Like, for real, for real?
Nah.